This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
You're tuned in to San Diego's The Next Wave. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You are tuned into INC Radio on another sunny and lovely Saturday morning. I am your main host, Lorraine, from the local congregation of El Cajon.
And I'm Taylor Joy from the local congregation of Temecula Valley.
And again, you are tuned into the
Next Wave.
I'm so excited for this topic. We have a special guest today.
Yes,
Very
we do.
familiar.
Mhm.
But before we get to the topic, or actually, what is our topic today?
Today, we are talking about how to go with the flow, a
Oh.
Pilates perspective.
Oh, I'm very interested about this topic. But
Mhm.
of course, before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our INC Radio YouTube channel. And of course, share the link with all your friends and your loved ones. And how else can we have our viewers engage with us?
We love to read everyone's comments throughout the show, so be sure to leave your comments in the live chat. And for those who are in San Diego County, remember to participate in our local shout out challenge. This is a little friendly competition between all of the local congregations in San Diego County. Here are your respective local shout outs. You include these shout outs within your comments throughout the show to help your local congregation win for the most active and most engaged local congregation for the show. And as usual, be sure to stay tuned for our show today because we'll announce the winners from last week later on in our broadcast.
Of course, yes. And before we actually begin, we'll read some of the comments right now from Sister Merle. She says, "Good morning, everyone, from Mira Mesa, NSD."
Nice. Also from Erwin Prado, good morning, everyone tuning in from Bay Area, California.
From Sister Kat, she says, "Good morning to all, NSD here."
NSD in the house.
Yeah.
One more for now from Helen Bernardo. I got this.
Yes,
I
you got
this.
this.
Magandang umaga. Menifee.
Aw, so nice to see everyone here. Well, you know what? Let's kind of start with this topic.
Yes.
Who's our guest today?
Oh, you want to introduce her?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
Welcome to our show. Who is our guest?
It's me.
It's you. It's her.
That was so
For
silly.
those who don't know you, please
Yeah.
introduce yourself again.
Hi, everyone. I'm Taylor Joy Pacan from the local congregation of Temecula Valley. Yes, I am the special guest today, quote unquote special guest, talking to all of you about Pilates. Pilates is something that I've gotten more experience with in
Mhm.
recent months. I've been doing it pretty consistently. And have grown very passionate about it. So I'm so excited to talk about it with everyone today. Please take my, whatever I have to say today about Pilates with a grain of salt because I'm not a professional. I'm not a
Mhm.
Pilates instructor. I'm just very passionate about Pilates. My knowledge on anatomy is also limited. I'm not in the medical field. I just want to throw out all the disclaimers.
Yeah.
Just want to share the love for it, and especially for those who are have heard of it and who are interested, but maybe don't know where to start. I'm here for you. That's what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah. And you know what? Let's start with our first chat question of the day with all of our live viewers.
You got it. All right.
Yeah.
So for everyone tuning in, we want to know which benefit of Pilates sounds most appealing to you. A, improved posture. B, stronger core. C, less stress. Or D, all of the above.
For me personally, I think posture.
Yeah.
But all of the above is definitely beneficial. But I think I need a good, a little more stretch on my posture.
Yeah.
Because I've actually tried hot Pilates recently,
Good
and
for
I
you.
think it's really helped my posture. So I'm gonna assume that it's done something for me.
Yeah, no, for real. And
Yeah.
hot Pilates is like, what makes it hot? Is it because
The
it's
sauna.
so you do it in a
It's
sauna.
hot. Pilates. And it's in a
hot.
sauna. Like, yeah, and we're sweating. And it's it's a good combination of exercise. Isometric exercises.
Oh,
in a
there you
sauna.
go.
Yeah.
Hot exercises, hot like temperature
Yes,
wise
yes.
exercises. I know are really good these days.
Yes.
There's a lot of different types
Mhm.
and lots of different classes out there now.
Exactly. But for you, I have a question for you. So let's get started with what exactly is Pilates and
Mhm.
what sets it apart from other workouts like strength training.
Yeah. Okay. So Pilates is a low impact form of exercise that focuses on strengthening your core muscles, improving flexibility, like we sort of mentioned earlier, to posture, and building just overall control and balance. In Pilates, there's sort of this emphasis on mind body connection. So that sort of implies, being very mindful of how your muscles and your body is engaged throughout your workout. So that's the basis of it. It's also about slow and controlled movements and mindful breathing. The instructors for Pilates are really great, I've noticed, because they're really great at reminding you to slow down whenever they notice people are speeding through their workouts. They're very helpful when it comes to reminding everyone to be mindful of their breathing.
Yes,
Remember to breathe.
breathing. Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, like I mentioned, it's great because it really forces you to focus on precise muscle groups and engaging specific parts of your body.
And something with my very little knowledge of Pilates, I
Yeah.
remember they use is it pulse? Like they
Oh,
do a lot of
pulse, yes.
pulsing. So
Up an inch, down an
yeah.
inch, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pulsing is a technique in Pilates where you have to maintain a sort of pose or posture, and then your instructor will tell you to pulse. So you kind of just like do very subtle movements in that same position that you're in. And what it does is it keeps your muscle engaged, but it's kind of like in between a static exercise and a dynamic exercise. So it's sort of just forcing you to engage your muscles in a way that's not very typical for the human body, which is great because it's good for your body to experience those different types of movements and those feelings.
Yeah, I honestly coming into it, I was I thought I was strong in a sense, but when they told me to pulse or 5 more seconds holding
Yeah.
that position, I'm mm, and
It's tough.
the little things of your body, like you don't necessarily know that you're moving these type of muscles
Mhm.
until you're in that position.
And I feel like that's the
Okay.
common
Yeah.
feedback that a lot of
Yeah.
people give, is that Pilates really explores different muscles in your
Mhm.
body, muscles that you sort of quote unquote forget about,
Yeah.
or just muscles that you don't typically engage on the day to day. And so nowadays there's different types of Pilates too.
Mhm.
There's mat Pilates, which is a version that involves a mat, similar to one that you would use in other types of workouts. Um, there's pop Pilates, which is really fun, which kind of is like an in between between like almost like dance choreo
Oh,
and
okay.
Pilates. The idea behind pop Pilates is kind of like to make it more fun and just let the time pass by. The instructors use like pop music or very fun upbeat music. The type of Pilates that I've been exploring recently is reformer Pilates, that involves a reformer machine. Um, there's different parts of the reformer machine that I would love to just like explain all of the aspects of, but because of time constraints, I'll explain the main part. So the reformer has a sort of carriage in the center. It's called a carriage that's attached with springs and straps, and it's great because the reformer, when we do workouts on the reformer, you experience some tension from those springs and those straps. So if you can imagine, like if I'm sitting on that center carriage, that black pad in the middle of the reformer, if I'm like using my legs to push out and come back in, there's tension because of springs, which causes your leg muscles, for example, to work a little hard. So that's that. If you have any questions about a reformer, I would love to explain more if you ever catch me. There's also different props equipment
Equipment.
used. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, props doesn't sound exactly right. Like a rubber ball, weights. We use like 3-pound weights, so not super strenuous. like tension bands that you put
Yeah.
around your ankles or
Mhm.
your arms sometimes. There's a lot of different stuff, but it's all great because it forces you to use different muscles in your body.
Yeah, and I saw some comments here from Sister Kat. She says I've been doing Pilates on and off since my college years.
Mm.
I also read another comment from her. She said that she loves it because it's intentional. It's an intentional type of exercise. See, it's intentional movement. That's part of why I love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the perfect word to
Mhm.
describe it too. It's very intentional. The comment is up there, our tech team, right? A little bit
Right
lower
there,
down.
intentional
There you go,
movement.
intentional movement.
And then she also mentioned that she is primarily her experience is primarily in mat and floor Pilates, not reformer, which actually intimidates her.
It intimidated me so
Yeah.
much too, but honestly, there's as long as you find a good class
Mhm.
that's at a good level and your instructor is super helpful, then it's just super fun.
Yeah, I bet. And have you met new friends because of Pilates?
I have actually. There's a girl that I met actually just last week.
Uh-huh.
It was weird. I don't know if it's because of the change of the season and like we're getting less and less daylight, but we did a I took a I signed up for a class at like 5:30ish, so right
Mhm.
after work,
Mhm.
and it was just me and her and our instructor,
Aw.
and our instructor was like, "Okay, guys, it's just us for today." And the girl and I looked at each other. Her name is Christine. Shout out to Christine. She
Aw.
was like, we looked at each other and we're like, "Okay, let's do this." And so it was fun, and we were just yapping
Uh-huh.
throughout the entire thing. I think at some point we also took some pictures and videos
Aw.
because for the funsies of it.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Oh, see? And you know what? Speaking of friends, new people, we have a lot of those tuning in from international. We have from Priscilla Batan. She says, "Hello, everyone watching from Rizal." Wow.
Thank you for tuning in. Also from Daisy de Guzman. Hello, everyone watching from Long Beach in Orange County, California.
And then from Gab Barrientos, he says, "Greetings, INC Radio San Diego. Tuning in from INC Radio Orange County, California studio at the local congregation of hashtag Anaheim, cleaning up from our broadcast."
Thank you for always
Aw.
supporting us.
Yeah. We have another
Also,
one.
yes, from Hazel Havate, less stress
Mm.
is one of the benefits she's interested in from
Agreed.
Pilates.
Felicita Bogrowski says D, which is all of the above.
We
Yeah.
do love all of the benefits. Also, from Brother Elred.
Alred. Uh-huh.
Oh, Mario. Good day, brethren. Happy viewing from Pasig, Metro Manila East, Philippines.
Wow, love
Thank you
from
for tuning in.
Philippines. Yeah.
The abroad.
Yeah. From Brother Ronnie Lee and Asieta says, "Good day. Happy viewing to everyone. Greetings from Dominican Republic."
Yay!
Wow.
Hello,
Nice.
Karani.
We have another one.
Also, from Lynn Sumalbag. Hola, hermanas. Greetings from Madrid, Sur, Ecclesiastical District of Spain.
Wow.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy to
Wow.
see so many tuning in from abroad.
You know?
One more for now?
Oh yeah.
From Christine
Carrera. Mhm.
Been thinking about restarting my Club Pilates membership. That's a type of studio.
Mhm.
You're inspiring me to do it. You should do it. You'll be so glad you did.
Everyone is here to listen to our Pilates talk. And speaking of, we have another question for our chat in our live viewers.
Yeah. So the next question for everyone tuning in: have you ever considered trying Pilates as part of your fitness routine? Yes, no, or maybe someday. I know guys are always skeptical about trying Pilates. It's not just for the girlies.
Yeah.
In fact, I took a class just this morning and there was an older gentleman
Mhm.
in our class and he was doing really well. He was
Yeah.
keeping up and yeah, it's for everyone.
Guys who aren't necessarily like working those type of muscles find it harder, I think, to get into Pilates, but
For sure.
but everyone has their own experience and type of level of strength levels, because I know most guys lift weights.
Yeah, that's their
so when
big
they're working
thing.
on the smaller muscles, they're like, wow, this is actually real exercise.
It's a different type of challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is.
All right. So for you, I do have another question for you. What are some of the physical and mental benefits you've noticed or heard about from doing Pilates regularly?
There's a lot of benefits that I've noticed because I'll admit at first I was sort of skeptical myself, because you always hear about all of the benefits of Pilates, like toner body,
Mm.
um, stronger core, better posture, but like how much of that actually happens? And so a big thing I noticed is at work, I feel like I'm a lot more focused.
Mm.
And with Pilates and with just trying a new exercise routine in general, it kind of forces you to get out of your comfort zone, right?
Mhm.
And so I kind of see these things um coming into fruition in my work life as well. Like I'm more willing to take on new tasks, to take on more challenges. I'm more determined to be productive and complete all of my tasks for the day. Um, I do feel like it's helped me focus a lot better on my tasks.
Mhm.
Um, has given me a better sort of sense of mental endurance. So that's the big thing I've noticed. Physical benefits, yes, I've also for sure noticed a stronger core, which
Mhm.
is super important because when you think about it, your core kind of holds up your upper body.
Yeah.
So you should have a strong core. My back is
Mhm.
another thing. I've noticed that my back has been a lot less sore.
Mhm.
It's not like it was super sore to begin with, I'll admit, but I don't notice many problems with my back muscles or my back
Mhm.
aching as other people my age.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For my experience of hot Pilates, I think sometimes when you're driving, you're trying to get something from the back seat. I
Yes.
feel like I cramp up easily, but
Yeah.
after that, wow, I can just
Yeah. That's
easily grab something from the
I'm so
back.
glad you mentioned that.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
the big thing that I've noticed too. Like
Yeah.
it's no
Yeah.
problem. You need something from the trunk? I
Yeah,
got you.
exactly. And I feel that, the mental type of endurance that you have to do. And it's only a 45-minute workout, right? Most
Yeah.
of the workouts are 45 minutes
Yeah,
or even
never
less.
more than an
Yeah.
hour from what I've experienced so far. So it's a great way to, especially if you just want to get a workout in really quickly.
Mhm.
This is a good way.
Wow. Well, do we have any more comments to read from our viewers or listeners? Kat Burling says Pilates is great for all ages. I used to take classes with a lot of senior citizens and they love
They
it.
really do.
Yeah.
I see a lot of senior citizens in my classes too. Nate Nationales says, I tried Legree earlier this year, a more strength focused version of Pilates, and it was hard. I was hurting for a week. Yeah, I was there too. That one hurt.
From Christine, she says it's only for confident guys. Must be 100% secure in their manhood. Love that.
Oh, and funny enough, Brother Joey Longhead says, no, too hard.
From Jim Sakayanan,
Sakayanan.
he says, shout out to my family in Temecula Valley, tuning in from Salinas, Silicon Valley, California. Oh,
Greetings to you and Selena's. Also, one more for now from Sister Kat Burling. Increased flexibility and some peace and quiet are my favorite benefits of Pilates.
agreed.
Love it.
All right. Don't we have a last question for our comments
Yes.
or chat?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we do. One more question for everyone. What's your favorite way to stay active and energized during the week? You can let us know what your ideal way to get active and moving is. I'm curious.
And for you, my last question is what advice would you give to someone who's curious about Pilates but unsure where or how to start?
My advice would be to look in your area, search online, see where they have free trial classes for Pilates. Doesn't even need to be just reformer Pilates.
Mhm.
Look for like mat Pilates, pop Pilates classes, floor Pilates. There's lots that exist nowadays because it's grown in popularity.
Mhm.
And don't be afraid. I know it's super intimidating. I was super intimidated too to start, but if you think about just you're gaining more knowledge and more experience for yourself, it
Mhm.
becomes a lot easier to take that leap. Also, ask a friend to join you if you want. I know it's a lot more comforting knowing that you have a buddy to go with.
Yeah.
It's and you just won't be alone.
Mhm.
So if that's what it takes, bring your mom, bring your
Mhm.
sister, bring your cousin, bring
Bring
your
a friend.
BFF. Yeah.
Bring your friend.
It's super fun and it's just a great way to bond with each other too.
Mhm.
And also, Pilates is great. I love Pilates, but don't rely on it as your main source of exercise
Mhm.
because it'll only do so much. It's still important to get cardio in. So go for a walk.
Mhm.
Whenever I do Pilates classes at my gym, I still try to walk on the treadmill for like 10 to 15 minutes afterward just to sort of supplement my entire workout. Love going on nature hikes with my friends. Sometimes I do end up doing like weight exercises after my Pilates too. So Pilates is great, but you should definitely supplement it with other physical activities in your day to day.
Wow, I learned so much from this topic, and I'm very excited to be invited in your next Pilates
Oh yeah, girl.
class. But before we end this topic, we do have a few more comments to read from Christine Carrera. She says, I first got into Pilates when I injured my rib and got old. Burpees were no longer on the table.
Oh.
Aw.
Also from Joey Longit, run or CrossFit. Ooh,
Wow.
those are good.
Yeah. Nate National says, weight training for me, and he runs here and there.
Yes. Also from Sister Kat Burling, my favorite way to stay active is to take a brisk walk around my neighborhood while swinging my arms up and down and around. I just need something simple like that sometimes.
Oh,
That
that's
sounds really good,
Yeah.
actually.
And Christine says, walking outside is my favorite. Agreed.
We got lots of walkers out there. I
Mhm.
love it. I'm a walking girl at heart. Trust me. One more comment from Lynn. To energize, walking for 10 minutes and a bit of exercise.
See?
That's all it takes.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge on Pilates. And I learned a lot, and I'm sure everyone tuning in also learned a lot from this type of exercise. Very new to
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yes. I
Well,
hope you all try one day.
yeah. Well, you know what, Taylor? I'm seeing something over there.
I do see something, Lorraine.
What are we looking at?
We're seeing something coming up
On the horizon. All right, we had a few activities last week. October 18th, Temecula Valley had their INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation at Temecula Duck Pond and Veterans Memorial.
Thank you to everyone who came out and helped beautify this park. We know it's one of the popular ones in our neighborhood. So this meant a lot to the people in our community. Also, we cannot forget, a lot of us came back from our choir gathering at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. This was October 13th. I was there, as you can see. My family was there. You were there too, Lorraine.
I was, and look at that. We've met a lot of friends and family that we haven't seen in years.
Yes.
Like years. And I'm so glad this type of activity really put everyone together in one place, and it's so great to see the choir members come together and hear their voices just blend.
Yes,
You know,
it was quite an experience. And look, we see some pictures from Jazz.
Jazz.
We know that she was there as well. So it was great to see everybody just come together in Texas of all places.
Yeah, I know, right? Very, very fun. It was my first time in Texas.
Same.
Yeah, and I would definitely go back for that, for the good treats.
For the treats. For the barbecue.
And speaking of, I know we do have someone here with us who wants to share her experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I hear something. You hear?
Yeah, I think
I think this Jazz.
Hello, San Diego. Hi.
Hi, Jazz. So we're talking about our choir gathering at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. We know that you were there. How was your experience with that whole event?
Hello, good morning to everybody. Good evening and good afternoon. So for the choir gathering, it's something I will never forget. Definitely, it was one of the most memorable experiences, and I was fortunate to have experienced it with my family. So they were with me because my kids are also in the choir, my husband. So one of the most unforgettable experiences and just like you both mentioned, seeing choir members that I've performed with over the years that I haven't seen for a long time. It was so nice to reconnect with them again. And it just warms my heart to see that a lot of them are still in the choir after many years. There's such an inspiration to me. And the hymns were so beautiful, but not just the actual gathering itself, but with all those activities that took place afterward. There were these booths that help the youth with their career or planning for their career and their future, and amazing activities that they were able to do to make it even more memorable for them. So definitely an experience that I loved.
Aw, and we do have a comment from Lynn. She says, "Hola, Ate Jasmine, missing you here from Spain."
Aw.
Aw. See, so this activity is so like someone said here, Brother Nate says it's very reminiscent of the the 50th in the West.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
It really was, in the sense that we got to
Mhm.
meet some people that we've only known through social media,
Yeah.
and also catch up with people from local congregations that we've been in the
Mhm.
past, and just rekindling our friendships with them. And I'm so glad, Jazz, you mentioned those booths too.
Yes,
All of the
yeah.
activities.
Yeah.
I know that you got to explore just a little bit
Yeah,
of the booths.
There was a sister that we interviewed for INC Radio, so we actually had a little collab with some of the INC Radio members who are choir members. Shout out to Brother Justin Talyoga, Sister Kayla Vong, and Brother Malcolm who was there, and Brother Josh Galang from Hawaii. So we interviewed his mom, Justin's mom, and she
Mhm.
was kind of explaining the booths that they had, and this specific booth that was very popular was the karaoke booth, and then the other one was a type of arts and crafts booth where
Ooh.
they I guess drew on pencil cases, and it was a little memento of the event, because for choirs, for those who are in choir, you guys receive new notes
Yeah.
here and there, and you
Mhm.
would need a pencil. So she thought it would be helpful for those to have a little pencil case in their hymn book or a hymn book bag, just so that they can use it for whenever they have choir practices.
That's so
Yeah.
thoughtful. I love the thought and the heart that went into planning and preparing for this event. Truly.
I agree. And we also have a few shout outs here. Sister Kat Burling says, "Shout out to my favorite choir leader, Brother Brian, who is the lead on the booths and exhibits," which is her husband.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
She also says we had barbecue in Texas. Yeehaw.
That was
So
real
good.
So good. She said it was also inspiring to attend the choir gathering in Texas. Yes.
Tracy says, I hope everyone had brisket.
I definitely did.
I did too. That was a must.
Yes.
And it was so worth it.
I saw, Sister Kat says, "I saw two sisters that I went to high school with and who are now choir members. We all were not very active in high school, so it was lovely to see all of us maturing in our faith."
That's so
Yes.
sweet. That's beautiful. I'm glad that you were able to see them and have that experience.
Oh, I had such a great experience with it. And
Yeah.
there's so much activities happening in our district as of this now too. We do have
Yeah.
some happening right there with Jazz.
Yeah. Where
Church-
are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Yes, there are many activities happening today here in Temecula Valley on our chapel compound. We are having first of all, a blood drive, a blood donation drive. So for those of you that are in the area, please stop by, consider donating some blood, and it's going to benefit many. For every blood donation, it benefits at least 3 lives. So you can save lives today if you come out and help us with our donations. And then secondly, we have Care for Humanity starting at 12 p.m. We have free groceries, free health screenings, we have free backpacks while supplies last. So come out and bring your families, especially if you know a family that's in need. We know that times are tough out there right now. A lot of people experiencing financial difficulties. So we know a little bit of help goes a long way. So please join us from 12 to 2, again here at 29385 Rancho California Road in Temecula Valley. Back to you.
Thank you, Jazz.
Thanks, Jazz.
And as mentioned, we want to reiterate the San Diego County, California blood drive in our district happening right now in Temecula Valley, and also at Chula Vista at 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And also, again, there's San Diego County Care for Humanity at 12 to 2 p.m. here in Temecula Valley.
Right on. Okay, and then aside from the events happening revolving around our Care for Humanity, we also want to remind everyone about our Scan Eye Appreciation Night in Poway. Be sure to save the date, especially if you are a Scan Eye member. SCAN is the Society of Communicators and Networkers International. So we hope that you can be part of this very momentous occasion.
All right, and that's what's on the horizon for the San Diego Satellite Studio. Taylor.
Lorraine!
We're so excited.
Yes, we are. Why are
Excited.
we excited?
For the local shout out challenge
Challenge
winners.
winners!
All right, in no particular order, here are the top 3 winners from last week's challenge. The local congregation of Hemet.
Woo! Also, the local congregation of
Menifee.
Yeah!
And a local congregation of North San Diego.
Yay!
Oh,
Congrats to our top 3.
yes. Well, I guess this closes out our show for today. But before we do, we'll just read a few more comments from Chris Dela Cruz. He says, hello, Paul, from the local congregation of Menifee.
Thank you for tuning in, Menifee. Also from Jem Villanueva. Hello from Washington State. I also had a pleasure of being in Texas for the choir gathering. Shout out to the program team. So lovely to work with.
Aw, and I hope
Yes.
there's more activities for us to be a part of like that. So
Me too.
I'm very excited. But that's it for the rest of our show. And before we close out, we just want to say our thank yous and our farewells to those who make INC Radio possible. To Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Ranyo Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, and Brother Wally Taray, our INC Radio Station Manager.
We would also like to greet and thank Brother Matt Capistrano, our Supervising Minister of SDC, Brother Alex Onyate, our Assistant Supervising Minister of SDC, and Brother Christian Coe, our District Multimedia Advisor. Up next is INC Radio Sacramento, so be sure to join them for their broadcast as well.
And stay tuned next week. We do have a very interesting show. It'll
We
be very
do.
different, but I hope that you all stay tuned for that. And that's it for our show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on
The next wave. Bye. See you in Pilates.
Yay!
See you at my Pilates classes.
Bye. Have a good day.